Hello, everybody. This is Devlin here with Atlanta News First while I readjust my microphone. I apologize for the late start tonight. We had some technical difficulties on my end. You know how that goes. Technology always works until you need it. So, just like normal, we're going to run through a couple of the top stories today, followed by meteorologist Patrick Pete coming up here and talking to you guys about the weather. It's going to be a little bit of an up and a down for the week here. I know the Braves are taking to Truist Park for their opening day tomorrow, followed by a pretty messy, cold, wet, rainy Saturday. Patrick will walk you guys through that from front to back. So I want to get started really quick and chat about these three stories. We've got three local stories tonight, and they're all pretty different, pretty interesting. And some of them, police actively want and need your help. So you'll be able to possibly assist when it comes into that category. We're going to start tonight with a sad story, a sadder story, I should say. I want to show you this woman right here. So right now, a family is in mourning after 21-year-old Cameron Olivia Price, who was a passenger inside a car visiting from South Carolina, shot and killed Tuesday morning. She was taken to the hospital. She did not survive those injuries. And her parents tell Atlanta News First that the 21-year-old was a hairstylist from Chester, South Carolina, and she was just here visiting friends, and a romantic partner was driving the car at the time of that shooting. And this happened on Pryor Street when those shots were fired outside of Magic City. The car stopped, and they noticed the car pull up close on Cameron's side and then started shooting. That's according to her family. The shooter, the person who shot Cameron, is still not captured at this time, so police are trying to find anybody with any information about what happened there on Pryor Street on Tuesday. If you know anything, reach out to police. They are actively looking, and a family, like I said, actively mourning the loss of a 21-year-old innocent victim in this case. The next one is going to ring for a lot of different people, especially if you are a former or current WWE fan, because right now a Hall of Famer is in some hot water for some statements he made over the weekend. So Robert Reschner, also known as Rick Steiner, was banned Saturday from WrestleCon, which is a 3-day event, after allegedly making transphobic comments to a trans wrestler, Giselle Shaw. And that's according to multiple reports. Shaw claims Steiner called her a piece of trash and filth as she was preparing to sign autographs for fans. Now, Steiner, who's 62, is best known for his tenure with the World Championship Wrestling, WCW, where he was a 7-time World Tag Team Champion, 2-time winner of the Tag Team Championship under World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE as it's known now. Since 2006, Steiner has served on the Cherokee County Board of Education, but following this incident, he is being accused, and he likely may be removed. But for now, it is allegations. They are investigating. He was banned from WrestleCon, as I said, so it is a back and forth. There was a Twitter exchange as well, where Steiner mentioned that, he apologized. WrestleCon apologized for Shaw's alleged treatment in that tweet, but WrestleCon, who has banned him, did not specifically say what he did or acknowledge that actual incident. And the last story I want to talk to you guys about is out of Gwinnett County, which kind of proves that no matter who you are or what position you have, you are not above the law. I want to show you this gentleman right here. This is Master Deputy Walter Pollock. He was arrested on duty and charged with DUI, failure to maintain a lane, and striking a fixed object. So no one was injured in this crash, and Pollock was booked into the Walton County Jail. He is a 20-year veteran who's been with the force for 20 years, and beyond that, other forces around the state and the country. And he's been placed on administrative leave after that accident. Of course, these are alleged incidences. He has not been convicted, but he will not be serving until the investigation is done, as far as them trying to figure out if he was drinking, how it happened. But again, thankfully, nobody was injured in this incident, so that's good. He remains in jail at this hour. So that's it for tonight. Ran through those pretty quickly here so we can stay on the timeline. Again, I apologize for the late start. Could not get technology to work with me fairly. But I do want to go ahead and throw things over to Patrick. Pete, I am going to ask Patrick, what rim did you have your weather report on? Because it wasn't Rim 2,
Max 2.
Max 2. That's what I was doing. See, Rim 2, Max 2. I'm getting all squared away. How about this? Let's look at Truist Park in the meantime while I punch up this video for Patrick. And Patrick, you can kind of go ahead and get started while I handle that.
Truist Park's going to look a whole lot different in 24 hours. I'm looking forward to being out there. My first Braves game. Unfortunately, we're going to see rain chances start to increase as we head through the next couple of days. So, folks that are going out there, just reminding you, this is going to be a good time for you to download that Atlanta News First Alert weather app, because it's not only going to tell you where rain is and where watches and warnings are, but it's going to tell you where lightning is, which is important for any outdoor activity. We are coming up on the summer months. Already felt like it today was a bit soupy out there. So we want you to make sure that you know that you have that tool at your disposal to be alerted to rain, heavy, light, and for lightning to be at your disposal as well. Meanwhile, here's a look at the next couple of days, and you can see we're looking at some pop-up showers trickling into the forecast tomorrow, and then we're expecting that rain to get more widespread as we head through Friday and Saturday. With the rain being on the cold side Saturday, temperatures are just going to plummet. We were in the mid-80s today. We're going to struggle to get into the low 50s parts of the weekend. It's just going to be downright chilly as we head into the weekend. Let's get you through Thursday, though, because Thirsty Thursdays, folks are looking to make plans to go out and have patio excursions with friends and maybe step out and check out the Braves tomorrow night. We're going to be dealing with some spotty showers. We do have a chance for some rain tomorrow. I don't expect it to be widespread. Notice how around 12 o'clock we start to lose a lot of that moisture, a stray sprinkle here or there. The bigger story is that temperatures are going to still be unseasonably warm, climbing into the upper 70s for the afternoon, and then by 4 or 5, that's where those pop-ups are going to trickle in. Now, you guys that are within the sound of my voice are probably at least have experienced one summer or one spring in Georgia. Pop-ups happen, and typically they're fueled by the heating of the day. So we'll be tracking that at around 4 o'clock. And by 8 o'clock, once we lose the heating of the day, we'll start to see those pop-ups diminish. And that's going to be critical tomorrow because we're talking about first pitch at around 7:20. So there could be some pop-ups around earlier as you're trying to get out there to Truist Park, as you're getting settled in the seat, and, of course, taking in the first couple of innings. But the later we get in the evening, the lesser that rain chance will be. Meanwhile, temperatures are still going to be mild through the overnight as winds are going to still be out of the south. So we're 70 degrees in Atlanta at 11 o'clock at night. And then we're first alerting you Friday for more rain. You can see why you're seeing darker colors. That means that that's going to be heavier rain than what we're seeing on Thursday. You're going to see more of the oranges and the yellows and the reds. That means it's going to be a little bit more folks picking up on that rain chance. And while it isn't an all-day continuous rain event, there's going to be moisture flowing in and out of the area throughout all day parts. So we will be tracking some showers for most of the day across some parts of North Georgia. And noticing something with the temperatures? They are cooling rapidly. Look at where we are at 11 o'clock. I expect the high temperature on Friday to be earlier in the day. That's kind of been the trends the last couple of days. And then those numbers to fall through the day. So it is going to be noticeably cooler Friday afternoon, and that's going to continue as we head into the weekend, where we are first alerting Saturday because this boundary is going to be stalling in our region, and that's just going to keep that flow of moisture in the forecast. Winds are going to be out of the northeast, so that's going to continue to wedge in cooler air as we head into your afternoon Saturday. We're going to struggle to get into the lower 50s, and I fully expect that there will be lots of locations that do not get out of the 40s as we're going to see some of this wedging really dominating the forecast. Cooler numbers as we push into the overnight, and then we'll eventually start to dry out as we head through parts of your Easter Sunday. So as far as rain totals are concerned, guidance has continuously been trending towards widespread 2 to 3 inches of rain through Sunday morning. Lots of other locations are going to get about 1.5 up to 2 inches, but it's going to be a very soggy situation over the course of a few days. And you can see that those rain chances are going up as we head through the remainder of the work weekend into the weekend. Drying out for your Easter Sunday, I do think the kiddos are not going to have the best of times looking for Easter eggs because the ground's going to be a little damp. So something we used to do back home. Cause I'm from Louisiana, it rained all the time. We would just do the Easter egg hunt in the house. So if you have a young toddler and you want to kind of like let them still have that experience, you can kind of hide the eggs in the living room, around picture frames, under tables, all that other good stuff, because the ground is going to be damp. Or, I mean, hey, this is the South. I used to play out, catch crawfish and stuff. Give them some boots and let them have fun in the yard. It's just going to be damp out there, and we want you to know that it's not going to be ideal for, the spring. Like, y'all know about you all. Well, where I'm from, like normally we start to wear our brighter colors around Easter. We go outside with the light blues, the whites, and all of that stuff, the yellows, and maybe not the best day for all of that as the ground's going to be soggy. Meanwhile, drying out for Monday, and then temperatures are going to be trending a little bit warmer as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. We're talking low 70s, so not the 80s that we have right now, but an improvement from the 40s that we're going to spend the bulk of Saturday in for the afternoon temps. So I'm going to leave you with this shout out the 7-day forecast. Actually, let me check Facebook real quick just to make sure I'm not missing any comments or making sure y'all aren't picking on me about my Easter stuff. What's going on? Good evening, Wesley. What's up, Max? And I hope that you're having a good evening too, Michael. Let me check YouTube real quick, see what's going on. Hello, I see Warlow. Is that Wario? What's going on, Wario? Very active over here on YouTube. And so is Disney. And yeah, so hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully you got what you needed to know out of the forecast. Hopefully we're preparing you for the rain that's just going to be kind of a big spoiler for Friday and Saturday, but we will eventually trend drier next week. So I'm going to leave you to the 7-day, and I will see you guys tonight at 10 o'clock.